In 1,000 days of full-scale war, Russia has caused damage to Ukraine's nature, which is estimated at $71 billion. The actions of the aggressor country are a real ecocide, the Ukrainian Minister of Environmental Protection and Natural Resources emphasized in her speech at COP29 summit.
We try to implement our climate policy, but at the same time we have everyday explosions, we have everyday forest fires, we have everyday contamination of our water and land resources, and we have additional pollution, we have additional emissions. Russia helped us with phase out of coal because they destroyed almost all our thermal generation. Now we understand that we need to build more decentralized, more resilient energy system, and the best solution here is small-scale renewables.
The results of the Russian aggression in Ukraine, evidence of Russian army crimes. The Ukrainian delegation showed all this to the participants of the Global Climate Conference COP29. Among the guests of the Ukrainian pavilion were U.S. Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm, U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Energy Jeffrey Pite, and UK Climate Minister Kerry McCarthy. All of them received a list of steps proposed by Ukraine that would lead to punishment of the aggressor and help Ukraine's recovery. The author of the presentation idea and project manager, Olena Romanyukova, noted that photo and video materials from the affected regions of Ukraine were used to create VR content.
That was impressive. I think my heart rate went up by 50.
This is the third time Ukraine has presented its pavilion on the margins of UN Conference on Climate Change.
Ми зібрали понад 30 інтерв'ю світовим медіа.
We collected more than 30 interviews from the world media, held more than 50 events in our pavilion, and we estimate that almost 7,000 visitors saw our presentation. We believe that this is a significant achievement because it is important for Ukraine to be a voice and to constantly talk about what is happening in our country. There are a number of our partners who we also held meetings with. They have once again seen what the situation is in the country and are ready to join in supporting Ukraine, ready to join us in the reconstruction.
The main goal of Ukrainian stand at the climate change was attracting international partners to Ukraine's recovery. Thus, 8 leading Ukrainian green startups presented their innovative technologies at COP29 in Baku. On the margins of the summit, they discussed one of the points of Ukraine's peace formula – environmental safety.
Дуже велика кількість людей взяла участь у цьому заході.
A large number of people took part in this event. These include ministers of other countries and ambassadors. And we heard not just words, but certain statements about concrete actions that our partners are ready to help in rebuilding our country, in particular in terms of green reconstruction. Therefore, we have already talked about the formation of certain principles of green recovery within the framework of point 8 of the peace formula. And we have heard good feedback from our partners.
Ukraine has presented the main elements of the updated low-carbon development strategy 2050 in Baku. It will fully align with the goals and policies of the European Union and the Paris Agreement, the Ministry of Environmental Protection and Natural Resources of Ukraine said. The document envisages the application of green technologies in all sectors of economy. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Христина Домбровська, UATV News.